Are we? Hey, hey! I asked the questions here. I asked the questions here. Are we live? How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, we are just getting ourselves all set up here. Getting ourselves nice and set. Boop, over there. All right. Just getting ourselves all set up here. All right. Good. Beautiful. That's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see here. Let's get ourselves ready. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. Wednesday morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Beautiful Wednesday morning on the Lord's green earth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing today? We're just getting ourselves all set up. Getting the announcements out, ready to go. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's get ourselves sitting ready to go here. Okay. All right. Getting ourselves ready to go. Boom. Getting the announcements all up on not Instagram, on Discord. There we go. All right, let's see here. All right. Hope everybody's morning is going well. Hope you guys had a fantastic day yesterday. Hope you guys had a fantastic trading day yesterday. All right. Let me get this over here. All right. Give me just a second.
Ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see here. Alrighty, alrighty. You know the announcement set. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Discord announcements are up. Let's get some Facebook, Instagram, and Threads announcements over here. Alright. Little public service announcement. Little public service announcement. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Those are being sent out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Little YouTube announcement. There we go. Boom. All set there. Make sure we are live on the YouTubes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, sir, we are. All right. The X.com announcements. Let's make sure we are live on the X. Are we live on the X? Let's make sure we are live on the X. Hold on. All right. Give me a sec. There we go. Live on X. Yes, we are. We live on Twitch. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We live on the Tickety Talks. Yes, sir. Yes, we are. We're doing good. We're looking good.
Are we live on the Tic Tacs?
Are we live on the Tac Tac? The Tac Tac, yes. A friend of mine would scream that. Am I on the Tac Tac? I'm like, yes. Yes, you are on the Tac Tac, my boy.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yes, sir.
How old was this person?
I don't know. Probably the late 30s, early 40s. He's like, am I on the Tac Tac? Because the thing is, like, he didn't have any prior experience with technology other than, like, Discord. So,
30s, 40s, he's calling it a tac tac? No way.
yeah, no. Like, there's some people in my generation that do that. Like, some of them are familiar with social media, like, a little too familiar, and then there are others that are, like, not. Because they try to, like, stay away from it. Or if they're on it, it's, like, either to film a video or because they're bored, and then it's like I have no idea what I'm doing with it, like because that's hey, that was me with Snapchat. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know much
I
about
never
them.
tried Snapchat.
Eh, not as good as like YouTube. To be honest, it's cool. It's good. It's cool. Alan Montoya says, "What's a good entry point?" We don't do that on stream, brother. You want that stuff? That is on our premium Discord. All right. Let's get ourselves all set up here. All right. On practice trading, you got some hands on TikTok says what is your thoughts on practice trading, like trading for practice, like doing the basically going in on the, you mean paper trading or like practicing trading? Because there is something that you can do on places like Thinkorswim, basically, where you can practice trading and things like that, and it's like a little trading simulator type of deal, which it's not real money, so it's no big deal, and you could practice trading, gain a little bit of experience from it. I think personally that's great to just practice. But it's basically good for practicing and stuff like that. That's pretty much why it's there. So that's what they got going on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's what they got going on. So, hey, I mean, look. It be like that. All right. Let's get this intro. Here. All right. Ready, DBM Moms?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks. And welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker.
Rain.
Yeah, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, the one, the only, the Serengeti specialist, shaking her bushy tail on the high weeds and the tall trees and the low seas, hitting them high knees. Yeah.
Chancletas, man.
Yeah, throwing them chancletas in the air, too. That way she covers all forms of terrain and non-terrain. All right? We call her DBL Moms!
Hey!
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Yes. So that's what we got going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. And as such, we have a 4-day trial for our Indelible patrons for $1.99. Link to join us in the description down below, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cash, the big bucks, I tell you. Yeah, we called the bagger today. We called ARBB prior to its 107% run. We got a couple of smaller runners too. We called GTI up 70%. AGH, which went up 50%, BJOG, which went up 34%, SHPH, which went up 21%, NVNI, which went up 42%, and Boru, which went up 26%. So that's what we got going on right now. So let's check out a couple of the stonks here. Let's check out some stonks. So let's see. For starters, we got VSEE. VSEE came out with some stuff. Hold on one second. VSEE. Boom. All right. VSEE came out with some news that they secured a $444,000 county government contract to deploy a white label telehealth and data analytics platform for mental and behavioral health services. That's the news that they got right now. This stock has a bit of a choppiness to it. Doesn't look like it has much volume either, ladies and gentlemen. So right now it's to me. It's also below the VWAP. Was a bit overbought earlier on the RSI, so it's not looking too good for me right now. So I'd say Let's move on. This stock has a float of 5.84 million. Volume is 4.26 thousand. Not loving it. Let's check out SLXN. Let's check out SLXN. All right, this stock looks all right. Looks all right. Again, has those little wicks of indecisiveness over there. Little wicks of indecisiveness over there. Let's zoom in the room. All right. Yep. Very indecisive. Very indecisive. All right. SLXN, Selection Therapeutics Inc. does have some news. They have some news that they reported groundbreaking positive intel data from systemic administration of SIL-204 in orthotopic pancreatic cancer models. So they got that going on with them. These guys, again, don't have much volume judging by the chart alone. They have a 1.5 million float, which is a good amount of float. However, it's got 685,000 in volume, so not really schmexy to me. Not loving it much. It's So that's what we got going on for that one. Let's check out OPFI. Let's see. This one actually for a stock is 11 bucks per share, so a little bit more on the pricier side in terms of stocks, but let's check it out. We'll check it out. Again, looks like it's got some ups and downs to it, little ups and downs. Right now, though, looks like it's kind of a bit consolidated over here. So let's get the graffiti pencil activated for OPFI. We'll see what happens. It looks like it's trying to break upward, though. Does look like it's trying to break upward. So that's what they got going on. It's a bit of an ascending wedge. So we'll see what happens with it. A little bit of an ascending wedge. So we'll see what goes on. Right now, it shot up above the wedge. So that's good to me. I like that. So let's get some graffiti pencil activated over here. Get some price actions going. All right, boom. All right, let's get some support and resistance points over here. $11, that is the current resistance that it's got to break through. 1097. After that, it has to break through 1092, 1090, 1085. That's the support line for it. 1081, 1076, 1072, 1047, 1040, 1036, 1034, 1025, 1024. You got another one all the way over here at 1061, 1040, 1030, 1004, another one at 1059, and then another one all the way down here at 999. So that's what you got as far as support and resistance lines go. For this stock, pretty much it has to hold at the 1086 support line, break through the $11 support line for it to be schmexy to me. But right now, it also had a bit of a high. It had a high at $11.15 all the way back here, so we'll use that as another resistance line all the way up back there. And then, obviously, the lowest point, $8.99, which is all the way down there. Don't think it's going to be falling there anytime soon, but you never know. So, right now, it looks like it formed another candle. It's got to hold that 1097 line, break through 11 for it to be schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's zoom up. This is OPFI Inc., which is a United States stock. It's a United States stock. They got some news here that they had a non-GAAP EPS of 23 cents, which beats by 8 cents of revenue of 135.72 million. So they had good revenue news. They had their Q4 earnings, which apparently went up quite a bit. They had net income of 112% year over year. 2025 adjusted net income guidance raised to 22 to 24 million for Q1 2025, and the full year was expected to grow 15 to 17%. So they did pretty well for the year over year from what it says here, and it's expected that they have U.S. company earnings. Obviously, that was some more news that they had. That came out a bit earlier today, but they recently came out with that news. Their float, however, is pretty high. It's a pretty high float, however, at 16.6 million. So that's a pretty high float in my opinion. Not crazy high, but it's pretty high. Pretty high. And the volume for the stock is 305.47K. That's pretty much what we got going on for that stock. That's what we got going on so far. Let's check out SLXN again, because SLXN seems to be having some movement now. They also got their earnings over here. So let's see. SLXN. Boom. All right. Let's see here. SLXN just had a nice little shoot up. Let's zoom in the room, see what they got going on. SLXN, again, they had some news of groundbreaking positive initial data from systemic administration of their SIL-204 and orthotopic pancreatic cancer models. So they got that going on right now. Let's see what they got. Let's go up. Let's check how up they are. They are up 36% right now. They just moved up nice. Let's see, their float is 1.5 million. The volume, finally, the volume caught up. I like that the volume caught up here. Volume is 3.64 million, which is good. The volume is now higher than the float. I like that. However, it is a bit overbought on the RSI, a little bit overbought. So we'll see what goes on here. Let's get some graffiti pencil over here. They got resistance at 157, another resistance point at 142, another one over here at 146. Those are support lines as of now. You got more support at 136 as well. So that's what you got going on. $1.36, 141, and 146 is something that it has to break through as of now. And then it has to break through that 157 mark, which it just hit, for it to continue to be schmexy. But right now, it is a bit overbought. So it may or may not go down potentially. It's possible. Could happen. But we don't know entirely yet. So, I mean, hey, right now it does have some better volume, though. Because before when we looked at it, it had lower volume. Now the volume is raising. It's 4.34 million instead of 3 million, which it was originally. Again, volume is still higher than the float. Volume is 4.34 million. Float is 1.5 million. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, all this has to do is hold at the 142 support line, break through 146 at the resistance, and then break some more resistance at 157 for it to continue to be schmexy to me. Otherwise, it's meh. So we'll see what happens with it. Again, the volume is a lot better than it was before. I like that. I like that the volume was a lot better than it was before. So let's see what goes on here. Let's see. ARBB. Let's check out ARBB. We called the ARBB earlier, prior to its 107% run. So let's see what goes on here. ARBB right now. Let's zoom in the room for it. All right. Let's move back a little bit. Get some support and resistance lines up in here. So you got resistance at 127. Got more resistance at 124. You got some more resistance down here at 123. More at 120. Another one at 119. 115. A little bit at 112. And you got some more over here at 103. 99 cents. 97 cents. Then you got some support lines. You got some support at 93. All right. You got more support at 88 cents. Looks like it formed a bit of a double bottom too. Maybe a little bit of a double bottom here. Actually, yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy. All right. You got two little cup. You got have one little cup and handle over here, and another possible maybe cup and handle. So you'll see what happens over here. So let's go over here. Let's get the graffiti pencil. Boom. So hey, possible bullish.
Maybe.
Possible. So you got a little bit of a cup and handle here. Boom. A little bit. All right, and you got another one, another potential cup and handle. and it also kind of serves a bit of a double bottom. Got bottom here, bottom here.
Two cup and handles.
Possible, possible. I mean, it looks like two cup and handles here. I mean, but it does also look like there was a bit of a double top over here, so we have to see what goes on. We'll have to check that out. All right, let's get the support over here. Let's see what we got. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's zoom in the room. Okay. Get our support and resistance lines going, a little price action. All right, it does have support all the way down here at 49 cents. Boom, over here. And right now, it looks like it has a little bit more support at 47, then some support at 45. So that's what we got going on right now. Possible cup and handles here, possible cup and handles, and maybe some double bottoms down here. And there's a bit of a double top over here, so we'll see what goes on with this. However, it did go down, so we got to be very careful with this stock. Got to be very careful with the stock as of now, but it did have a nice run up, 107%, which I liked. I like that. It does have some news that came out yesterday that they had some insider buying news in the form 6K. ARB IoT Group, which is the name of the company, shares soared on $45 million order for AI products. That's what it says here. And then it also says that they secured an order worth approximately $45 million US for AI data center server solution.
Yes.
And this stock is, I'm pretty sure this is a, click over here for me.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
it is from Malaysia.
Yeah, this is a Malaysian stock. So
Yes.
that's what this is. That's what this
Malaysian
is.
stock,
Yes.
The reason I know that
Yeah.
is because
we did a video on ARBB,
night.
didn't we? Yes, we did. Oh, we did. Yep, we did a video on ARBB yesterday, ladies and gentlemen.
Night.
So yeah, last night we did. So if you guys want to check that out, check that out.
Check that out.
Because yeah,
Right.
we did make a video on it last night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just remembered that. I'm like, yeah, ting. Hey, I mean, it be like that, man. It be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes, you know. Yeah, we've been looking at a lot of stonks, so it's like, you know, eventually, like, because when you look at a lot of stocks, it eventually kind of becomes a bit of a blur. It's like, oh yeah,
That one.
yeah, we did look at that one, didn't we?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
happens sometimes, you know. It is what it is.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with ARBB. It's not overbought, not oversold. However, I am a bit concerned about one thing, though. It is fighting to stay above the VWAP. Right now, it might be even a little bit below the VWAP. Yeah, it's a little bit below the VWAP, so we'll have to see what happens with it. It's a bit below the VWAP. It is not overbought or oversold. Let's check the volume and the float for the stock.
Yes.
The volume and the float for the stock. The volume for the float for the stock is 14.42 million, so it's a little high, but the volume is 25.69 million. So the volume is higher than the float, which I'm good. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
But again, a little bit high on the volume, a little bit high on the float, and I mean, there's no such thing as volume that's too high, but a little bit high on the float, in my opinion. But it could be potentially schmexy, maybe. Does have two, look to be cup and handles. We'll see what happens here. A little bit. And they also kind of got a bit of a miniature cup and handle over here. A little bit of a miniature one if you look real closely.
Yeah.
A little bit of a baby one right here. Boop.
Baby.
You see? Little tiny one. Little tiny cup and handle. Little tiny.
That cute.
Oh, it's adorable. It's a little dipper.
adorable little
It's a little dipper. It's a little dipper. Julie Susky, thank you for the follow.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so that's what we got going on. We'll see what happens with ARBB, but it did have a nice run earlier today at 107, so we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens. Let's check out SLXN, because again, SLXN, originally it didn't have much for volume, but every time I turn my head, SLXN decides to move up, and it decided to move up yet again. Hit a nice little high at 43% over here. Right now, it is zooming a little bit, so let's zoom in the room, okay? All right, and they hit a new high, so we got a new resistance point over here at $1.63. Bop, right there. However, it looks like it could potentially be forming maybe a double top, so you got to be very careful with that, in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is not stock or financial advice. This is just a show. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey!
Always do your own due diligence before purchasing anything in the stock market at all whatsoever, ladies and gents. This is just a show. These are just our opinions, and that is that. Yes. All right. So right now, SLXN looks to be trying to test that new high. It looks to be trying to test that high, test that resistance point. It has to hold over here at that 157 support line, break through 163. Right now, it looks like it's trying to fight to stay above it right now. It's having a little bit of a struggle, but it could potentially do it. Maybe. It just has to break through that 163. It's at 162. We'll see what happens with it. Watch me turn around. I'm going to turn around, and this baby may or may not do Let's turn around. Yep, what we learned. Hit a nice high at 169. There we go. See? Oh, I told you. See what happens when I turn around, DB Moms. See what happens?
I'll tell you, yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. New high.
My goodness gracious.
New high at 169. Nice.
Yes.
All right. Very mature. Very mature. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My microphone was tweaking. All right, let me get a resistance point at 169. Did I make a resistance point? I could have sworn I made one. Oh well. Hey, look, my microphone was tweaking, so anything's possible. Anything is possible, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got going on over here. So right now you got a new resistance point at 169, and a new support line at 163. So it has to hold that 163 line, break through. It hit 170, hit a nice little 170 real quick. It hit that before going back down to 165. So we'll see what happens with this one. A little bit volatile, little volatility. Nothing crazy. Let's check out the float and volume again. The float for this stock is 1.5 million. Again, volume is now 12.27 million. So the volume is increasing. I like that.
Yes,
I like it a lot. Let me make a new resistance here at 170. Boom. Right there. It has to break through that. Right now, it is testing the support line over here at 163, which is now kind of acting as a resistance. So we'll see what goes on. With this one, but right now it hit that nice high at 170, $1.70. So we'll see what goes down. Let's see. But right now this stock is currently moving on a bit of an uptrend, a bit of a choppy uptrend, but an uptrend nonetheless. So let's click over here. Boom. Get ourselves going. Bop, right there. Bit of an uptrend so far. So we'll see what goes on with this stock. Right now, it has to hold that 156, break through 163, which it's trying to do. And the 163 is kind of acting as its new sort of resistance right here. A little bit of resistance. And then after that, you got 170. It's got to break through that 170, definitely, for it to be schmaxy to me. But right now, that's what it's doing. That's what we're doing right now.
Yes.
So we'll see what goes on.
Yes.
Let's check out TENX. Let's check that out because I'm curious. I'm curious about that. While SLXN hits a new high, it probably will hit a new high when I'm not looking. It just does that. TNX does not look like it has much volume. I'm keeping a beanstalk, which it doesn't look like it has much volume, and it looks very volatile because this stock just went down to a new low and then hit a high. I do not know what to say here other than, oh Lord, have mercy. Well, at least it's not that one candle that had like a giant little, like that just had like 3 candles on it. Remember that? Like yesterday? Oh my Lord. That was crazy work. That was crazy work. All right. However, TNX is a bit overbought and it looks very, very volatile. I personally wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. This is me personally though. This is not stock advice. Me personally, I'm not going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. Because this looks, look over here. Already looks like a double top over here. It's like, no. It hit a new high and a new low in one candle. That's crazy work. So not liking that one. Not liking it. Nope. Let's check out something else.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's give them the news first. 10X TENX, also known as 10X Therapeutics Inc., announced a $25 million private placement, and they also expanded their Phase 3 level programming, advancing two TNX 103 oral levosimidins registrational studies for the treatment of PHHF-PEF. So yeah, they got that going on, but this is looking not schmexy at all, especially with how volatile it is. I mean, wow, $4 and then you hit $8 in one candle. Nah, crazy work. Not gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole at all. Okay, let's see what else we got. SLXN. Let's check back with XLXN. See what they're doing. So far, SLXN is still fighting for that resistance. It's still fighting for that resistance point at $1.70. Still got to break through there, and it still has to hold that 163 line so for it to be remotely schmexy to me. Right now, looks like it's a bit higher. It's hitting some higher highs and some higher lows, so we'll see what goes on with it. I like that it's hitting some higher highs and higher lows. I like that. That's never a bad sign. Never a bad sign. Let's get rid of this over here. Let's get a nice fresh new line over here. Boom. So we'll see what goes on right there. Boom. So we got that going on. It's hitting higher lows and higher highs. Again, it is a bit overbought though. That's the only problem I really have with it right now. A little bit overbought. The volume's good. The float is reasonable, and it's above VWAP. But only issue is that it's overbought on the RSI. That's the only deal that we got going on. So we'll see what happens with that. We shall see. Right now, it looks like it's currently getting a little indecisive and also might be going down a little bit. So we don't know. It's got to hold this it's got to hold the support line over here at 157. Don't break that, because if you break that, you hit that top like a used car salesman. You are no longer schmexy to me. That's crazy work. Don't be hitting that. Don't be hitting it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. If you hit that top like a used car salesman, we done here. We done here. We turning back around. All right, let's. You know what? I'm kind of curious about that TENX now. I'm low key curious. That's crazy. All right. Let's see what we got here.
What else we got?
Hello, advice from Dad. How you doing, brother? How are you? Yeah. Nah, I think that one was somebody making like a whole spam thing there. It happens. Whatever. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. Let's check out TENX. TENX. 10X. Yep. Again, 10X. Not liking it too much. Still, again, I don't like it. Period. End of story. But I am kind of curious about it now because that was just weird movement from it. It was kind of tweaking with that movement. Not gonna lie. So yeah, it's moving down. Not liking that. Man. All right. Let's see CMRX. CMRX looks like something. Let's see. CMRX looks somewhat interesting. Let's see what goes on with that because that just came in. Right now, just randomly gapped all the way up over here. That's crazy. Nah. Plus it's overbought over here. Nah. Not liking that. Nah. But they do have some news. Chimerix Inc. has news. Helper Sade LLC is investigating whether the sale of Chimerix Inc. is fair to shareholders. They also, so that's not good news. That's not good news. That does not sound good.
No.
Jazz Pharmaceuticals ended up acquiring them at a 72% premium deal. So that's a thing. And then they also have a very high float. Float is 78 million. Not a big fan of that. And the volume is 55 million, so the volume is lower than the float. Not liking that. Advice from Dad says, well, been having some good trades with strangles. Buy at lunch and sell before close. Yeah, man. Good for you, man. Good for you. Hope you continue to make money, brother. Hope you continue to make some good money. You know what? Because hey, at the end of the day, that's what the game's about.
Yeah.
That's what the game's about. So let's see what else we got. What else we got over here? Let's check in on. SLXN's not looking too schmexy to me right now. Let's see.
Let's see. What else?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, thank you for the thank you for the follow there, advice from Dad, and also thank you for the 5 lightning bolts.
Wow, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the lightning bolts. I like lightning bolts. I don't know what those do, but hey, lightning.
It's cool.
We did. Speaking of which, we did a nasty storm yesterday. We had a nasty storm yesterday, man. I'll tell you, we had a nasty storm because I was chilling. I was playing some video games last night. I was playing some Space Marines. Next thing I know, I'm like knee deep in the raid, right?
SLXN ready to break out, Nick.
Well, oh, is it now? Is it now? Hold on.
Break 170. Gotta break 170.
I know it has to break that.
At the resistance.
Is it at the resistance?
Check
See,
it out.
see every time I turn.
Every time we turn around.
Right now, SLXN currently testing the resistance over here at 170. So we'll see what happens over here. It broke through 163. That's good. That's good. However, has to break through that 170 right there for it to be remotely schmexy to me. But yeah, as I was saying, I was knee deep in a raid. All of a sudden, power went out. I heard one lightning bolt. Power went out. It was crazy. I'm like, ah. Ever have that, ladies and gentlemen, where you're just like you're in the middle of something really, really good. You're in the thick of it, and now all of a sudden, power went out.
Well, everything just goes.
I was mad. I was like, come on. I'm keeping an eye on SLXN so far. I'm keeping an eye on it. For right now, it's looking We'll see what happens with it. It's got to break through that 170 mark for it to continue to be schmaxy to me. Yes, it's got that resistance point at 170 that it has to break through. But yeah, no, we was in the thick of it, man. In the thick of it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, didn't like me.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. The lightning decided, no, you're not.
You're in the dark.
No, you first, yeah, one second I'm in the thick of it, next second I'm in the dark.
That's it.
It's been very stormy as of late, man. To be honest with you, it's been very, very stormy outside because I don't know. Is it just that season? I'm wondering.
I don't know. I don't. It's really hard to tell around here.
Yeah, a little.
It's like it could be, beautiful one day. Next day, got some wind, got some rain. Next day, you have a tornado watch. You just don't know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just trying to enjoy your evening. I was having a nice, good old time with a friend of mine. We were playing some Space Marines. Next thing I know, lightning goes out. I'm like, I tell my buddy, yeah, just so you know, it's storming real hard outside. So I'm hearing the rain from here. So yeah, if my power goes out and my character stops moving, you know what happened. Now SLXN hit a nice new high of $1.72. $1.72. Yeah. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. The power, hey, sometimes it be like that. The plants need fruit. The plants need fruit too, or fruit. Yes, fruit.
They need food.
Well, water's, I don't know if it's food. It's more so just like a drink technically for them. Sunlight is technically their food. If you want to think about the process of photosynthesis, yeah. That was some nerd. Yes, nerd. Nerd. Yes, photosynthesis. Yes. Yep. Hey, it be like that, man. All right, let's check this out over here. SLXN currently hitting a nice high at 172. So we shall see what goes down. We shall see. We shall see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. $1.72. That is the new high. That's got to break through 170 and then break through 172 for it to be remotely schmaxy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's see. Let's see. But right now, it has to hold that 163. It has to hold that 163. It's smacking that 163 like a used car salesman. We don't like that. Come on. Smack that bottom like your name was Akon. Let's go. Come on.
Wow. Wow.
Wait, what?
What's wrong with you?
What? What? I like that song, man. That's a good song. That song was kind of fire.
All right.
It was gas. Gas. It was gas. A good song, man.
Okay.
That song was good.
Okay.
All right, let's check out GV while we're waiting. While we're waiting.
There you go.
GV. Hold on. GV. Boom. No, not G. GV. Up. Give me a second. GV. Computer just wants to be all sorts of attitude today. Come here.
Yes, I went through that all this morning.
The computer giving me a bit of an attitude ever since the thunderstorm has been acting angsty. And
Definitely.
angsty computer. Anyway, let's zoom in the room. All right, so there's a lot of candles of indecisiveness on GV. I bet the volume is low. Yep, what we learned.
Oh, yeah.
Float is 1.74 million. Volume is 360,000. Yep, volume is low on this one right here. It had a nice little high, had a nice little run up. It's still moving up to $2. Having a nice little price spike over here. Nice little price spike. They obtained a Visionary Holdings Inc., that's the name of the company for GV, obtained a financing consent letter from a $1 billion international consortium and went all out to build an industrial ecosystem for new energy vehicles. So that's what they got going on. The float is relatively reasonable, however, the volume is pretty low. And as you can see here, it's forming a bit of a top tail. I don't like top tails, man. I like the bottom tails. All right, let's get... It's also a bit overbought on the RSI, so that's another thing. It's trying to fight to stay above the VWAP, which just shot up. So right now, looking not liking it too much right now. At least not now. Let's see what goes on with it. Let's get some price actions here. You got resistance at $2. You got more resistance at 184. You got some more resistance at 130. You got more resistance over here at 134. Another one all the way down here at 127. And then you got some more at 120. Wait, no, that's 127. Never mind. And then you got more over here at 122. Another one at 121. Another one all the way down here at 115. Then you got some more at 145 and 160 over Mya. And then you got something over here at 141. So that's what you got going on right now. Has to hold that 160 line and break through that 184 for it to be schmexy, and then break through $2. And then, you know, maybe, just maybe it'll be schmexy. But it also has to get some more volume, because right now it's looking in the volume department. No, nothing that I like there. Nothing that I like there. Let's see what else we got. Because GV had a nice move. It did have a nice price spike. Had a nice price spike, but it's very volatile, and the volume is pretty low. So I'm not liking that one, ladies and gentlemen. Not liking it yet. I don't like it. All right, let's see what we got going on.
That's it.
Is SLXN still having an attitude?
Probably.
Yeah, it's having an attitude. It's got an attitude. All right.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it do. It do. All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, news came out for GV that... Oh, yeah, no. Same news. Same news just came out for it, that they reached a financing consent letter worth $1 billion from Al Farding Group of Qatar. And the financing will be used for product R&D, which is research and development of Pegasus EW Energy vehicles. So that's what they got going on. And SGD also had news that they released a shareholder letter regarding a resource group acquisition. So they got that going on. So that news just came in. Got all sorts of news here. All the news.
Yep.
Right, DB Moms? All the news. All the news. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, also be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as share. Share it with your mom. Share it with your dad.
Yes.
Share it with your brother. Share it with your sister. Share it with your cat, your dog, your turtle, your hamster. All right? Share it with your pet alligator. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So when you're walking your alligator, just be sure to share. We in Florida. What'd you expect? What did you expect? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Be sure to share it with your pet alligator. And also, you know, share it with... Cause some people have a pet chinchilla. Share it with your pet chinchilla.
Chinchilla?
Yeah, no. There are people that own chinchillas, apparently.
Oh, Lord.
That's a thing.
That's a cool.
Yeah, no. There's also somebody that owns a pet alpaca.
What's an alpaca?
It's like a llama, but kind of better. Yes, sir. So, share it with your alpaca.
What does an alpaca look like?
It looks kind of like a llama.
A llama.
It does.
Uh-huh.
It's just like kind of cooler. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. It's just got that kind of aura, man. I don't know. We don't ask questions here.
Very strange.
We don't ask questions as to why chinchillas kind of have more aura than llamas. We just go with it. All right.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Not chinchillas. Why alpacas have more aura than llamas? We don't.
Never even knew what an alpaca was.
You didn't know what an alpaca was?
Of course not. What do you think? I have I've heard of people having pet alpacas.
Hey, apparently it's a thing, man. Not my fault you've been kept in the dark.
Alpaca. Okay, that's something new.
Yeah, I mean
Yes.
that and also they're both. I mean they're both camelids, right?
Both what?
Camelids, which basically that's like the type of animal. Yeah, it's a type. It's a type of species, right?
Camel species.
It's like a camel type
Okay.
species, right? They're basically related,
Yes.
right? They cousins, all right. But llamas don't have that tuft of like fur on their head, whereas the alpacas do.
Aha.
Yeah, and like llamas are larger and they're taller, and the alpacas are smaller. They're like the chihuahuas of llamas. All right, they got short, rounded faces. I'm pretty sure the llamas got like the longer faces with the banana-shaped ears. They got that, and also I'm pretty sure that they got like a softer, thicker coats and stuff like that. And yes, by the way, GV hit a new high of 207. So let's get.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, it hit a new high. Boom. Right there. So that's what they got going on. It's got to break through that $2 resistance line, then break through that 207 resistance line for it to be schmexy. Right now, it is holding very nicely over that 184. So I like that. I like where that's going. However, I'm a bit worried about that overbought and oversold. Let's see over here. Let's zoom. Let's go down here. All right, float is 1.74 million. Volume is 3.51 million. So the volume is higher than the float. I like that so far. I like that. Let's get rid of this little resistance line here at 207 because now it's got a resistance at 208. So let's go over. Boom. Right there. So that's what we got. All right. Now it's got a new resistance line all the way at 215 because why not? Got some volume on it now. Yes, sir. It does have some volume. So, I like that. I like that a lot. All right. But as I was saying, alpacas tend to be gentle and shy, and they're kind of like herd animals, whereas the llamas are just confident, brave, and they're like solitary. All right. And alpacas don't spit much. I'm gonna be honest with you. Alpacas aren't as spitty. They're not as spitty.
They're not as spitty. Well,
But
that's good to know.
whereas llamas, they just spit at you when they feel threatened for no reason. So they'll just spit at you for no reason.
God, I can't be around that.
Yeah, no. One of my friends,
That's
and
no.
and,
That's
and the
a big
thing is,
thing.
little thing about that, that's not spit. That's stomach acid mixed with like a bunch of other stuff that they ate. Like,
Lord, gross.
yeah, they
Yikes.
nah. You don't want that. It's nasty. Not a big fan of that. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's why people like alpacas more, because alpacas don't really spit at you. They do not spit on the non-believer. All right, they don't do that stuff. All right, let's see. Now GV is hitting a new high of $2.19. $2.19 over here. So that's what they got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Yes, $2.19.
They have obtained a financing consent letter from a $1 billion international consortium and went all out to build an international industrial ecosystem for new energy vehicles. So that's what they got going on. Their new Pegasus EW energy vehicles. Right now they're currently up 64%. They hit a nice high of $2.19. So we'll see what goes on here. It looks like it's forming a bit of a double top though, so we gotta be careful here. Gotta be a little careful, keeping an eye on it. There's a zoom in the room. Alright. It's got a bit of a double top here. A little bit of a double top. It has to break through this line. Definitely has to break through this little line right over here for it to not be a double top. That's for sure.
Forgot to be a double top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because double tops are bearish. Those are bearish patterns.
Yes.
You don't want none of those.
No,
Again,
we
the
don't.
only thing that I'm really worried about with this schnock is it's got good volume, it's got a good float, it's above the VWAP, but it is overbought on the RSI. That's my only issue with it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Right now, it looks like it's trying to stay above it right now. Looks like it's trying to stay above it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. It's trying to stay above that. It's no longer a double top. I'm happy about that. Thank the Lord.
Yes.
Thank the Lord that it is not a double top. It is still hitting higher highs. I like that it's hitting higher highs and higher lows. That's good. That's not bad.
Not bad.
Hitting higher highs and higher lows is good.
Yes.
All right. So let me get the graffiti pencil over here and see if it can move up there, man. It's got to move up there. It's got to hit that 219 resistance line. Got to hit that, man, for it to be schmexy to me. But right now, it's currently doing its own thing. It's fighting to stay above this little resistance line here at 208, which could act as a support line.
Right.
Potentially. You never know. Never know, never know. So let's see what goes on with it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Ooh, nice stretch. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ever get that good stretch that goes up the vertebrae, ladies and gentlemen? Whoo, that's that good one.
It's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff right there.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Oof.
Yes, sir.
Yeguada Señoras says MLHD. All right, we'll check out MLHD. Let's see what MLHD is. Let's see what it do. All right, MLHD. Not showing up. I don't see MLHD on here. Could it be a potentially different stock?
Maybe they just
Potentially could be a different stock.
crisscross ticker letters sometimes. It happens.
Yeah, no, sometimes it happens.
That happens.
All right.
It's okay.
All right. Yeguada's asking for GMGN. All right, let's check out GMGN.
We can do that.
GM. All right, let's see. GMGN. All right. Nope. Again, that might be a penny stock. That's probably why they might be penny stocks.
Could be.
You're not bonded yet? Ooh, never mind. Never mind. That makes sense. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stick to GV for now then, because we don't have that. We not have that. Let's see here. GV still a bit overbought. Still a bit overbought. We'll see what happens here. Let's zoom in the room. Oh, again, it's back at that double top.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Mm-mm.
Wow, we didn't do it.
No.
No.
GMGN is the exchange. Yeah, no, I'll try it again. It's not showing up here. There's GMGNX. That's about it. That's really all that's showing up.
All the letters are there.
Yeah. Yeah, GMGN is... Yeah, nah, it's not showing up, brother. Not showing up. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Let's zoom again. Again, I do not like the GV is forming that double top, man. You gotta see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right now, man, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens with it.
Yes.
Let's check in on ARBB. ARBB.
Okay, check it out on ARBB.
ARBB.
Yes. Here we are. Yes.
Yep. Let me see over here. 1 second.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Here we go.
All right. Let's zoom in the room here.
Zoom.
Sorry about that. Just checking something.
Check.
Let's zoom in the room over here. All right. Currently, doesn't look like it's really doing too well, ARBB. It looks like it's moving downward. Could potentially be forming a bit of a descending wedge here, possibly, maybe. We'll see what happens here. Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's clear the drawings. Let's clear the drawings over here. Actually, you know what? We can't clear the drawings. She's got support and resistance points. But looks like it could potentially be descending wedge. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Right here. No. The cup and handle did not go through. Did not go through on the cup and handle. We'll see.
Yes.
Hold on. 1 second. Get rid of those so we got some more room to work here. Boom. Okay. It had little cups and handles and double bottoms and didn't do much. It happens, I guess. But it's also below the VWAP, so it'd be like that.
Sure.
Not overbought, not oversold. Had a nice run earlier up to 107, but now, not looking too schmexy. Not looking too schmexy. Let's see what goes on. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Let's check out GV some more. GV is probably one of the few shows in town at this point, so we'll see what goes on here. We'll see what goes on. Right now, it looks like it's moving. It looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. It's trying to fight it to get above that $2.08 resistance line over there. Looks like it's trying to fight to get above that. Let's zoom in the room here. But again, has that double top. We don't like that double top, ladies and gentlemen. We want that double bottom.
We do.
Right? We want that double bottom. But it looks like it was trying to fight to get up there earlier, man. It was, because it hit 211, broke through at 208, hit 211, came back down. So right now it's trying to break through that resistance line over here at 208. Then it has to break through 215 and then 219 for it to continue to be schmexy to me. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen.
Folks, we appreciate you sharing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can check us out on YouTube at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money, where we do quite a few videos. Do a lot of videos on a lot of different stunks and do some stunk reviews. You can check us out on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can check us out there because we do a lot of market analysis on there. Also, some new news came in for the ticker symbol NITO. Clean tech company N2 off. Invested $2.5 million in energy storage projects and gained a 70% stake. So that's pretty good news for them. But anyways, as I was saying, you can find us on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us there, where we do a lot of market analysis. We do a lot of looking at the stonks. You will also be able to see notifications of new videos we put out and things of that nature. Little announcements there. You'll be able to see that there. You can find us on Twitch at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on TikTok, Tiki at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money, ladies and gentlemen. So you can find us there. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But for now, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a wonderful trading day. Hope you guys have a blessed Wednesday. And hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week. We will see you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We will. All right. And we hope all your dreams and aspirations come true. We hope you make a lot of money. Be greenable. And by the way, I'm here with my lovely co-host, it's DBL Nicks, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, the one in the tall weeds, tall trees, and swimming around in the low seas. We call her DBL Moms. There we go. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. We love you guys.